Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, dear ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Rector of Warsaw University of Life Sciences, Professor Michał Zasada.
Okay, Your Excellencies, dear guests, well, first of all, thank you very much for accepting now our invitation to the Warsaw University of Life Sciences. This is actually for the first time when we decided to propose this scheme of meetings to basically present our university, to talk a little bit about what we are doing, what we are interested in, and first of all to better know each other and tie contacts between Poland and your countries. I am pretty much sure that this is going to be a very fruitful time. We are very excited, especially to host those who are here for the first time. And I'm not going to talk about the university because this is scheduled for somebody else. This meeting will be split into two parts. One part is about, let's say, knowledge about the university and problems. Then we'll just move outside and start the most important part, basically networking, coupling, discussing, and enjoying, I hope, the beautiful place here at the university. So once again, welcome to the Warsaw University of Life Sciences, and I'm really happy that this first meeting with you, representatives of our partner countries, is realized today. Thank you very much.
Distinguished guests, as we already suggested, the meeting is going to be divided into parts, and I would like to tell you a little bit about who we are by showing you how diversity our university is. So I'm going to share with you just a couple of numbers, not too many, don't be afraid. And then the idea is to present the diversity and ourselves by different projects that we are engaged in different domains, and also different types of projects that we contribute to. So just to give you some brief glance insight into the Warsaw University of Life Sciences, we are a mid-sized university when you compare to other Polish higher education institutions, where about up to 1,600 students study on a daily basis. It's the majority of women at the moment, and what we try to develop more and more is to invite international students from all over the world to become a part of our community. The process of internationalization is developed in all three stages and levels of education, but where we mostly pay attention to is the doctoral school that we try to develop in most international way by encouraging the best talents, PhD candidates, but also by introducing and inviting visiting professors. To compare the numbers of students to staff, the ratio is more or less 1 to 12. This is what we try to keep. So the number of staff in total is slightly above 1,200 people. On different stages of career development, with strong focus on research activities, obviously, and as you see, a nice number, topping over 100 of full professors. The university is organized in two different ways. We are gathered around institutes that are focused on research, and this is where the academic staff is actually employed. And there are also faculties that deal with students and teaching and learning process. The name Warsaw University of Life Sciences emphasizes very much the roots of our university that origin in agronomy, that it was the Institute of Agronomy that started this whole educational and research initiative. However, over the years, we developed very strongly in different directions. So the name Life Sciences that we use in our title is actually presenting only a part of what we really are. I would say the university is built on three pillars. One, life sciences, related to our roots, that today includes agriculture, horticulture, forestry, but also animal sciences, very much about food technology and nutrition, and also animal sciences and veterinary medicine. The second pillar is focused around engineering sciences, again ranging from environmental sciences through civil engineering, informatics, and production engineering. And finally, the third, but very important part, very significant in numbers of employees and students, is economic and social sciences. We teach and we research in the fields and domains of economy, finances, management, sociology, and even pedagogy, which might be not that obvious for a life science university. So all in all, when you put this potential, at the moment we offer around 40 different study programs and a number of fully English-delivered curriculums, around 12 at the moment. We try to compare ourselves to other universities in similar fields, and also for the benchmarking, we sometimes also introduce ourselves through different rankings. At the national level, definitely we are #1 university in life sciences, but also with quite stable international position, I would say. So the way we are going to talk about university today, as I said, is through different types of projects that we are engaged in. At the moment, it's about 100 different international research projects, over 40 educational projects and capacity building projects, and few hundred of national ranged research projects. And finally, networking. This is why we meet today. This is what we would like to develop, and this is how we like to reach internationalization. To attract people, we start to cooperate in academic networks. I will mention only 4 that are most important at the moment. We are a member of European Alliance, the idea that was introduced by French President Macron in 2017, and probably you are familiar with. Our university is a member of the Green European University called UniGreen that gathers 8 European institutions across the whole continent. Worth noting is also our activity in ELSE, which is EuroLeague for Life Sciences, gathering the best life science universities in Europe. There's also important activity in European Bioeconomy University, which is very much focused on research activities in the domain of bioeconomy, though again, meaning it very, very broadly. And finally, SGGW is a member of Association of European Life Science Universities, which are strongly influencing European policy in the domain of agriculture and other life sciences. Having said this, I hope you got hungry and would like to know a bit more about those few projects that we selected for today. They are going to range from international to national, from capacity building and education to purely research project. So you get an idea who we are, what we are doing, and how we can get involved also possibly with partners that are knocking to your doors, asking for Polish universities. So let me introduce the first speaker from the Institute of Environmental Engineering, Dr. Wiesław Ptach.
Your Excellencies, Mr. Rector, dear guests, thank you very much for the opportunity to share with you our university experience in the field of development cooperation. Our activities in this field, they are mostly supporting our partners, also international partners, in achieving sustainable development goals. But not only our partners, also us. Us as a university institution, but also us as an academic community. As a university, we have a long tradition in development cooperation. Our distinguished professors took a part in works so many international organizations. But today, however, today I want to present our current activities in this field. They're mostly focused on capacity building or capacity building of educational institutions all over the world. We realized our activities mostly by implementation of the projects. Due to the profile of our university, our activities are in these topics which are very well known to us. That is food production, like in that project, animal breeding, veterinary medicine, environmental engineering. Our projects mainly consist 3 elements. That's the rehabilitation or creation of new infrastructure, buying new supplying equipment, and what is most important, creating or changing, modifying the study programs for our partner institutions, and of course, training the academic staff, the teaching staff there. Like you see, I just concentrate only on our activities in some African countries, that was Tanzania, Senegal, and Democratic Republic of Congo. When we start also cooperation with our business partners from Poland to share with them our knowledge and our experiences to prepare the commercial projects there. In that project, we also cooperate with another universities in Poland. That was 2 universities from Bydgoszcz, Technical University in Bydgoszcz and University of Kazimierz Wielki. Some of our projects are more oriented on infrastructure, like that one. The results of proper water management as an increasing factor of agriculture production efficiency was increasing of the hay production in this short period. That was also a very interesting project. Was a small part of the huge group of organizations, and the main goal of that project was to create a new labor place, a new jobs for the local society to divert them from the participation in the war, which is in the Horn of Africa. The project was oriented on production of macadamia nuts mostly. And the last one of our activities, it's once again cooperation with the business representatives under supervision of Polish Ministry of Foreign Affairs. With the group of our partners from business, we tried to work on the projects, water projects in selected areas of Senegal and Tanzania. Thank you very much for your attention. I'll be grateful for any questions or comments.
Your Excellencies, I'm a hydrologist working at the Department of Hydrology, Meteorology and Water Management, and it comes to me with a great pleasure to present to you a short story about the research we are doing. I will talk about the project, which is a research and innovation project funded by the EU called Obtain, on optimal strategies to retain water and nutrients in the landscape. Before moving to these strategies, I would like to introduce you to a broader overview of the main 3 types of problems that we deal with water globally. The first one is too much, meaning that we face floods, large river floods such as the one shown in the picture, or more localized urban flash floods, harder to predict. Both cause casualties and huge economic losses. The second one is too little, meaning drought conditions affecting agriculture, navigation, water supply, and power generation sectors. Finally, too dirty, meaning not sufficient quality of water that in extreme cases can lead to ecological disasters such as the one that happened 2 years ago on the river Odra with massive fish kills widely reported by the media. There is a justifiable concern that all these three types of problems may be exacerbated by the anthropogenic climate change. But there is hope, and this is what our project is about. It's related to the natural small water retention measures, which are multifunctional measures that increase water storage potential of the landscape using natural means. And maybe one of the best known examples are simple small ponds, retention ponds that can store excess water after heavy rainfall events, but also you can think of land use change practices such as hedgerows, buffer strips along channels, or grassed waterways that help slow runoff, reduce risk of erosion, and also trap nutrients. Also, they contribute to the increase in the biodiversity of these agricultural areas. Finally, we have agricultural management practices such as reduced tillage or planting cover crops that also help in efficient retaining water in agricultural soils. This brings me to the slide about the project in which our university collaborates with partners from 15 countries across Europe, 21 partners, working in 14 case studies, which are small agricultural catchments. The project is coordinated by a German Center for Environmental Research, UFZ. And let me now take you on a quick tour about the project activities. So we work closely with stakeholders who help us in developing a list of measures that are relevant for case study areas. Then, in next step, the research teams are collecting high-resolution environmental data that help us to build models, prediction systems. And this is actually the core activity of our team, prediction modeling. We simulate water quantity, quality, climate change effects, and the performance, environmental performance of these water retention measures. The project also aims to influence agricultural, environmental, and water policies by providing recommendations and incentives on the promotion of these measures. So in my last slide, I would like to briefly introduce you to the type of research we are doing with these models, environmental prediction system. First of all, why at all we are using them? Well, we need them because we are not able to monitor everything we would like to. And second, they are very useful tools in addressing what-if questions. So as inputs to the models, we use a variety of data, but this example map shows you a crop sequence data that we can get through remote sensing, and this is a field level data that is usually hard to get in other ways. Among many outputs that our models produce, one of the most valuable is soil moisture data that is, again, dynamic simulation and help us in quantifying drought, for example. An example what-if question is what would happen to floods if we take climate change projections into account. So our modeling results show that floods could increase in the future because of climate change. And finally, the key question of the project is which measures to select and where to place them to maximize the benefit. And with this question, I would like to leave you. And thank you for your attention. Introduce the next speaker, Dr. Marta Jeruszka-Bielak. Thank you.
Thank you very much for inviting me here to speak a little bit about the projects we are doing in our institute. Let me just show you a quick insight into two projects we are currently doing, or we just already finished. One of them is Junior Edu Żywienia. I know you don't understand that, but the acronym means hedgehog. So that's why, and the project was dedicated to children and adolescents. So that's why that kind of logo. I just want to say that those two projects I'm going to show you, they are national, so a kind of different than the two presentations before, but I hope that we can cooperate in the future in the area I'm going to present. So we are very proud about this project because it is unique in the Polish scale, but also in the national scale. The numbers, we covered the entire Poland with our research project, and it was also the educational project. The numbers, I hope they are impressive. More than 27,000 children participate in the project. Also, more than 17,000 parents participated in the project. We had a lot of research activities. And also we had a lot of educational activities dedicated to the school, societies, to the teachers, parents, canteen staff. So there was a lot of things like that. We are now in the process of analyzing the data. But what we can find, or we have found, that one of the problems is connected with the consumption of dairy products, and we know that for Polish culture this is a very important food group, and we know that children and adolescents consume too little amounts of that food group. And another thing is that they consume the products that are not healthy, containing a lot of sugar or a lot of fat. So we think that it was a kind of trigger for another project I'm going to show you. It's called Research Network of Life Sciences Universities for the Development of the Polish Dairy Sector. And Warsaw University of Life Sciences is one of the 6 that are involved in the project. So there are other 5 universities, agricultural universities in Poland participating. And we think this is a very good example, not only a good cooperation among universities in Poland, but also a good example of the cooperation between science and business, because their producers are involved in the project. And in this project, we focus on 3 points. They put like a kind of triangle. So we have products, we have consumers, and we have environment. A little bit was told about the environment. We know that in the light of the climate changes, we need to take into account the impact of food producers on the environment. So that's why we are taking care of that, and we have the abilities and possibilities here in capacity in our university. And also we have the chance to conduct, or firstly, prepare good products, innovative products that will answer the needs of the consumers. We think that the products will be not only innovative, but also healthier. So I think a lot of some bioactive compounds will also occur in that products. But as you know, people eat what they like, so we have to include consumers into the process. We have in our university a very good professional sensory laboratory, so the consumers will be invited to taste the new products. So then the producers can produce that are healthy and that the products are liked by consumers. And we will also check the impact of those products on health. And we have another very good laboratory with simulator of human gut microbiome. And about this laboratory and the possibilities will tell you my colleague, Michał. Welcome. The stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, dear Rector, dear guests. And I will talk about the examples of the projects with our simulator of human intestinal ecosystem in nutritional research. I think that is an example of opportunity to link the expectation of food industry also in the field in research with colleagues like nutritionists, like physiologists and others. What is the most important thing about I will talk is the system. You can see it on the picture. I think it's a unique system because only a couple of models of dynamic artificial gastrointestinal tract are now in Europe or in a couple other countries in countries in other continents. However, what is more important, we have one in our Institute of Human Nutrition, and since 2 years we started to develop new field of science, nutritional science. So. And we would like to apply this system in our new project that about it Marta was talking. So the research network of life sciences universities for development of the Polish dairy sector. Why this system could be fancy for us? Because one of the aim of this project is developing the technologies for the production of functional dairy products with a beneficial effect of human health. You probably know that we are now in the era of microbiome as a field of the potent regulator of human health, and we observe an increasing number of the publication in this field. So we also would like to add something for our laboratory, and we would like to focus on how certain compounds from dairy products, I mean fermented products, could affect our intestinal microbiome, and how that microbiome could affect on our health. Finally, also some task will be about the transformation of some bioactive compounds from these dairy products, also in the context of the modulation of intestinal microbiota. This system is very interesting for me because it links entire gastrointestinal system from the beginning to the end. And the main part, of course, is the colon microbiota. This system is inoculated by human fecal samples, so we can really observe the changes, real changes every day, what is happening with this microbiota. This is an artificial system. However, it produces really nice natural products like gases, like waste. So it's also very interesting to work with this. And the second project about I would talk to is crosstalk between how our microbiota can affect on different aspects of our health. And my colleague Dorota Zielińska is also engaged as a main investigator with her project. The title of the project is quite complicated. However, it's a link between gut and brain axis. Making in vitro experiments, we can also focus, and also we can investigate what is really going on between intestinal level and how some compounds and how the changes in microbiota can affect probably on our nervous system, and maybe it is a really new aspects of science, nutritional science. So I think the results will be very interesting, and I will also thank to my colleagues, because we have equipment. However, equipment is nothing if we don't have specialist staff to make the experiments. So I'm really proud that I can cooperate with my colleagues from my institute, and I would like to thank them for the enthusiasm to do the experiment with Scheim's system. Thank you very much. And now I would like to invite Dr. Agata Cieszewska to present her presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, honorable ambassadors, I have a great honor today to present in front of you what Department of Landscape Architecture, so a bit different way of thinking about life sciences, we used to do in our university. So today I would like to tell more about adaptation to the climate change, because it's faced, all of us have a problem with adaptation to the climate change. And I would like to say that all our residents, especially of urban areas, have extremely huge problems to be prepared to those changes, and we have to face the local flooding, the negative effect of the urban heat island, heat waves, and loss of biodiversity. So what we proposed, we decided to make research related to the local neighborhood. So to invite local neighborhood to co-create together to the co-creation process of improved local environment. We design computer game, the game that is so-called serious game. So it is not game for play, it's game to make a good decision. It is a very common tool now to use to engage local communities. That's why we decide also to focus on this aspect. And of course, what for? It is to change our neighborhood, to change our surroundings, so to change the place where we used to live. So how it is, I would like to take you for a second to our game. And on the beginning, players are supposed to choose the neighborhood. They mark the area. So it is a bit like on the Google Maps when you mark the area where you would like to go. And then like, pop-up neighborhood, it's come out the 3D model of your neighborhood. It's related to whole Polish area. So to whole Poland. We hope also that it will work with other countries, but maybe not detailed as it works in Poland. And then you can place, players can add different kind of nature-based solutions, those elements which really helps to adapt us to the climate change. That can be little elements like a tree or like a little bush, but it can be lines like hedgerows. We can also change, for example, the pavements. We can also change the areas as to make the rain garden. We can make the flower beds or other elements like even neighborhood orchards. And on the end, players get the report to get the information what kind of changes they made. So the impact of the, what kind of impact we can see in the neighborhood. How much the temperature of the area have been reduced a bit even during the heat waves. It's critical. How much water we could collect, how much oxygen we can produce, and other elements like related to the pollution. And now it is a, sorry, may I ask to, I don't know why it doesn't work. It works before. No? Sorry. Sorry, I need help. Sorry, wait a second, please. Okay, if not, I cannot Yes, maybe it will work. Yeah, finally. Now we are in the game, inside, where you can see your neighborhood and you can add many different elements. It's about 40 of them. So there are elements like plants, so big trees, smaller trees. All of them are give the information about the benefits which gave to the environment. They are, of course, also so-called blue infrastructure, so related elements to the water, which or how we can collect the water to the area. And also, you can see that we can transform even buildings to add the climbing plants, or even to change the roof into, for example, white roof, which really helps a lot with the climate problem. So this is what we prepared, and sorry. So we decided to test this game, of course, definitely with our students, because we are university, the first. Then we tested with our colleagues, with our partners of our project in Norway, in Oslomet, and we also go to overseas, to states, to test it with Urban System Lab in New York City and also in the University of Pennsylvania. That's why, because this is very strange, very different than we used to have engagement of the neighborhood, because they have the good tradition of bottom-up solutions. And in Europe, we used to have, this top-down solution, so it's a bit different. We cooperate strongly with the city of Warsaw. So we test the game with 6 neighborhoods, and we made the whole process of the co-creation, so from game to realization. So on the end, with those local neighborhoods, we plant physically the trees, we made the rain garden, and in those 6 neighborhoods. What we have the future plans of the game. This is also always critical aspect. Okay, we make some research, but what next? What after the project? So our future plans is a cooperation with the city. So the city is going to use our game in participatory budget. So to use the local taxes in there. We have plenty of invitation to play the game with schools, with universities, with local activity centers. And lately also we got the proposal to join the Steam platform, which is very famous for players. And on the end, it's again, this is maybe you had the possibility to see the promotion of our project in trams, in metro, in buses. Because of the cooperation of the city, we have this unique opportunity for the research to show it to everyone. And if not, I would like to invite you to our webpage, download the game and play, and maybe you have a possibility to change your local neighborhood in the surrounding, and maybe you'll create better environment. So I would like to invite you to the CoAdapt webpage. I have some little cards, so maybe later on it will be possible to give you some information about it. And well, let's hope that our neighborhood will be our neighborhoods will be better. And on the end, I would like to thank you, of course, our partners. We had the possibility to be a leader of this fantastic team with Iceland, Liechtenstein, and Norway grant. So with Western Scientific Research Institute in Norway, with Oslomet and University of Warsaw. Thank you very much. And I would like once more, sorry, to invite the artistic colleagues which represent our artistic approach to promotion the university. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. The Warsaw University of Life Sciences not only creates a favorable academic environment, but is also the home of artistic ensembles and initiatives of the highest artistic value. The Promny Folk Dance Ensemble is one of the top college dance groups in Poland. The ensemble is formed of 70 dancers, singers, and professional musicians. Promni are proud to have a rich repertoire of over 20 spectacles and choreographies showcasing the traditional musical and dance culture of 18 ethnographic regions of Poland, as well as national dances, such as the world-known Polonaise and Mazurka. Promni have been operating at the Warsaw University of Life Sciences for over 50 years. The ensemble has given 1,500 concerts in Poland and has been invited to perform in 45 countries on 3 continents. I hope it will be 4. Promni have participated at World Expo and numerous VIP events, including those organized by the Chancellery of the President of the Republic of Poland, the City of Warsaw, the Frederick Chopin University of Music in Warsaw, the Philharmonic of the City of Warsaw, and the Sinfonia Varsovia Orchestra. Being an academic ensemble, Promni attach importance to educational activity by organizing dance workshops for various institutions and dance federations. We are open to artistic exchange programs with dance ensembles from other countries. The Promni Folk Dance Ensemble offers full-scale concerts, as well as smaller entertainment activities that include dance, songs, and/or music to accompany conferences, meetings, banquets, and events. Promni have a rich repertoire for special occasions, such as Christmas holidays, patriotic events, Polish diaspora gatherings, and educational workshops. Our band offers folk, classical, and jazz musical settings. Whatever your choice may be, the group will craft a performance that will satisfy your individual requirements and needs. Please feel free to contact us. The ensemble's manager, Mr. Radosław Puszyło, is present here today to answer all the questions you may have. The second ensemble I would like to present to you today is the representative orchestra of the Warsaw University of Life Sciences. The orchestra consists of about 40 musicians who play woodwind and brass instruments. These are supported by guitars, the keyboard, and the percussion section. Talented vocalists perform with the band. The orchestra performs stage concerts and participates in cultural events, national and international festivals, and various musical projects. The orchestra offers indoor and outdoor stage concerts, as well as musical settings for ceremonies, galas, balls, and other events. The repertoire for these performances is determined individually. And here, you can find the contact information to get in touch with the representative orchestra of the Warsaw University of Life Sciences. And now on to my colleague, who will present to you the Warsaw University of Life Sciences choir. Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to briefly introduce you to our artist offer of the Warsaw University of Life Science Choir, with its over 60-year-old tradition at this university. We offer a musical setting to inauguration ceremonies, such as academic year inauguration ceremonies, graduation ceremonies, and honorary degree ceremonies. The repertoire consists then of the anthems of the countries, depends on the situation, of course, and also of pop, classical, or folk pieces. The occasional events are also our field as it comes to musical setting. We offer music to official meetings, conferences, anniversaries such as Independence Day, or holiday events, for example, Christmas, Mother's Day, New Year's Eve. The repertoire we choose is customized to each event individually and may include musical instruments, accompaniment such as piano or percussion. Those are the channels we contact with the audience. So this is our website address and our social media addresses such as Facebook, Instagram, and also TikTok. The contact person is here as well. This is Dr. Paweł Chojna, and we are more than happy to answer all the questions regarding this topic. Thank you very much.
Thanks to all prelegents. I hope that gave you some insights to our university, not only the research and teaching part, but also the artistic soul of Warsaw University of Life Sciences. I hope we delivered some food for thoughts, and direct interaction with the speakers will be possible during our informal meeting, so I guess if there are any questions, you can approach them directly. I would like to welcome the rector for some wrap-up conclusion before we move to the informal part. Thank you very much for listening.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm pretty much sure that you are not able to remember all the things that we're talking about, but I would like to you to take as a message, take-home message, is that we are not the obvious institution. We are established in 1816 as an agricultural institute, and if it comes to agriculture, horticulture, forestry, animal sciences, yes, this is us. However, we are not technical university, but if you think about the civil engineering, environmental engineering, IT, production engineering, yes, this is us. We are very strong in food, biotechnology, and biology. We are not artistic institution, but we have very strong artistic element, basically provided by students and young, emotional people. We are not economical university, but if you are here in Poland and pay with Polish zloty, this currency was created by our rector, Professor Grabski, and his portrait is just at the back of the of this room. So basically, we are not good in Polish language, in theology, in medicine, although, as you could see also, we deal with medicine and human health a lot. So once again, we are here to know each other closer. We are here to make ties, and I'm pretty much sure that if you think about anything you would like to know, anything you would like to collaborate on, just think warm about us. So this is why we are here. So as Marta mentioned, we have people who are presenting here, and you can approach them and talk about details. But what I would like you to ask you to just to go outside for a while, to have a group picture, and then we can just enjoy the evening and start the informal part for networking, talking, and knowing each other better. Thank you very much.